Hi, this is Steve Miley, the market chartist on behalf of ForexFraud.com, and we're now going to take a look at the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar and also the US dollar versus the Japanese yen. So the US dollar generally weakening here throughout early 2019, a more dovish tone across the board from various FOMC members, including the Fed Chair Jerome Powell, and this has allowed for a more negative tone for the US dollar. So we've certainly seen that here for early 2019 for US dollar, Canadian dollar. Canadian dollar is also being helped by a general move to a more of a risk-on scenario with the easing of trade war concerns, and then more particular for the Canadian dollar, a rebound in the price of oil. So oil rebounding, having been under very negative pressures throughout Q4 of 2018, a recovery in early 2019 in oil also benefiting the Canadian dollar. From a technical perspective, the plunge down through this trendline support and this 133.18 level was enough to shift the intermediate term outlook from bullish to neutral, and that puts us in a broader range between 136.65 and 131.57, and the market got very close down to that 131.57 level, just holding and rebounding from there. But there's real threat for a break here, and should we surrender 131.57, we'd look for an intermediate shift to more bearish and a much deeper downside threat into January. If we take a look at the US dollar versus the Japanese yen in here, we had the flash crash at the beginning of the year where we saw a flood into the yen. Apple news driving that. It was in Asian activity, a lot of illiquidity, the market flash crashing down to 104.78, but then a strong intraday rebound, and then the market grinding back higher, and that grind back higher enough back up, actually back through the impulse point from where we crashed down from, and that was enough for us to shift, which was previously an intermediate term bearish theme, back to neutral. So we now see more of a neutral intermediate term outlook between 107.20 and this high up here at 111.41. So looking for more of a neutral theme in here as we go through mid-January for US dollar yen, with some indecision, but dollar CAD certainly pointing to the downside. This has been Steve Miley, the market chartist for ForexFraud.com, and I wish you a great trading week.